Okay, so let's do a speedrun of this game. Oops, I need to start with a fresh file, and timing starts right there. So unfortunately this intro, like 3 minutes of cutscenes and text, counts towards my total time, so every time I'm doing this I'll have to watch this. And I watch it quite a few times now. I'm scared to think of exactly how many, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 1,000. There are different ways you can speedrun this game. The fastest way to beat this game is a pretty spectacular thing. You can beat this game in under 20 minutes if you're okay at it, and I've actually done that. But obviously, if you're gonna beat this game in under 20 minutes, you skip like almost the entire game. Well, pretty much the entire game actually. You beat one dungeon, and then you go straight to the final boss and you kill him. And then there is this that I'm doing right now. I'm gonna skip stuff, and I'm gonna use a lot of cool looking tricks and glitches in this speedrun as well. But in this run, I actually have to go to all the dungeons and beat them. And I also have to beat all of the mini dungeons in Ganon's castle. We call them the trials. So this kind of speedrun is called MST. And it stands for Medallions, Stones, and Trials. The medallions and the stones are what you get for beating the adult and the child dungeons. This can take like anywhere from, I don't know, 2 hours and 10 minutes would be really good. But it could take you 3 hours and 10 minutes. Just depends on how good you are at this. I hope I can do it in about 2 hours and a half, maybe. My current best time is 2 hours and 40 minutes, so I guess anything better than that would be cool. So first of all, I'm gonna go get the sword here. Oops. I'm also grabbing some rupees on my way, because I need to buy the shield. The shield costs 40 rupees. And I'm gonna go to the store right now, so I need to grab quite a lot of rupees on my way. Whoops. And obviously, we have this planned out exactly, like what rupees to get, and how and when to get them. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So this right here is a little bit tricky. You just barely make it up on this bridge and grab those rupees there. And then the final 5 rupees I can get behind the counter here. If you played this game like just normally, maybe you don't know about those. I know I didn't before I started speedrunning. Okay, so that's all we need from the forest right now. So now we can leave. So this will be the first major glitch and sequence break, I guess, in the run. Escaping the forest early. So by aiming there on the wall in a very specific spot, I can get through that guy. He's still trying to trap me, but if I angle myself and time it correctly, I can roll under him when he sort of pops up on the wall there. And that's actually only one of several different ways you can leave the forest without beating the first dungeon. But there's gonna be way more and way bigger sequence breaks in this run. The reason I did this particular method for escaping the forest is because when you go this way, Saria gives you, she gives you the ocarina. And I'm gonna have to play Zelda's Lullaby a few times and also the Bolero of Fire a couple of times, so I need it. There is actually a glitch you can do that allows you to play songs without an ocarina, but it's a little bit slow, and since I have to play the ocarina quite a few times, it ends up being faster just to actually get the ocarina, even though it strictly isn't necessary. That owl right there is annoying, but there's no practical way for me to skip him, so I just have to talk to him there. There's another owl coming up though, and I can skip that one by doing a glitch. And it's really important that I pull that off. So I'm sort of walking here at a very specific angle. Well, it's not super specific, but I want this. Like, the angle I had there was really good. It was exactly what I wanted to do. So I could get into a good position for that glitch right there, where I sort of slid backwards. And that not only got me in here really quickly, it also allowed me to skip talking to the owl. So the reason I went here in the first place is because I want the bottle, because it's really useful for glitches. And the fastest bottle to get is the one where you come to Kakariko and you collect all these chickens for the lady. Unfortunately, the chickens move randomly and they can be a little bit hard to get sometimes. Usually they don't want to cooperate with you, but I'm gonna try my best to do it quickly here. Yeah. This guy is trying to get away from me a little bit. I don't remember who it was, but one speedrunner said that picking up the chickens is like picking up antimatter with chopsticks, and I think that's perfect. That's just a perfect way to put it. I can manipulate them a little bit, so I'm sort of throwing them in specific spots to try to get them to run to where I want them. I can also slash them with my swords to make them go sort of where I want them to. like so. But when they get there, they start moving around as they wish. Okay, so that could have been faster, but it was still okay. I got them all. And now the lady's gonna give us the bottle. We need something in the bottle, and it works out really good because there's some bugs under this rock here. So I can just grab those. Now I save the game and reset the console. And I do that so I can get back to the forest pretty quickly. If you reset the game as Child Link, it takes you back to Link's house. Unless you're in a dungeon. If you're in a dungeon, it takes you back to the entrance of the dungeon. So now I'm gonna go to the Deku Tree. Grab it and take a stick here. The Deku Tree is, like, if you're playing this game casually, like, it's the first dungeon, it's really easy, but it's actually pretty difficult to speedrun. It's not the easiest dungeon to speedrun by any means. It's pretty technical and fast-paced, so we'll see how it goes. I might mess up a little bit here, but I'll do my best not to. But there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna basically try to skip a lot of this dungeon. I'm also gonna grab some Deku Nuts here. Gonna be useful to kill the boss, since I'm not gonna get the slingshot. It takes too long to get the slingshot. Unfortunately, skipping the slingshot means I can't shoot these spiders on the wall here. I'll just have to watch out. Okay, that guy was... okay. He tried to get me, but I escaped him. So that right there just skipped the entire lower part of this dungeon. So I'm at the boss already now. I'm just gonna go in and kill the boss. I'm gonna do it in a really weird way though, you'll see. I wanna kill the boss, and I wanna get back to this room as quickly as I can, but that's annoying to do because of that thing right there, the stone slab that just closed behind me. I need to get through that, so I'm gonna actually try to use the boss to sort of get through the wall there. It's a little bit tricky. Whoops. Okay. I need to sort of manipulate the boss to be in a good position. That was perfect right there. And then I just kill the boss through the door. So now I can just leave through the door where I came and come back again, and the stone wall here will be gone. And yeah, you'll see why that was necessary. It's complicated to explain. That blue thing right there, I can use that actually to perform a glitch known as a wrong warp. That allows me to warp from here to a place that I'm not supposed to be able to go yet. Whoops, I need to get in a specific position here. That should be good. I'm doing some weird movements here to make this glitch work. Yeah, there we go. So that actually took me to Ganon's castle, believe it or not. And if I wanted to, I could have gone and killed Ganon there and beaten the game as a child. But in this speedrun I have to beat all the dungeons, so I can't do that. So I actually go to Ganon's castle because I can get bomb shoes here. And bomb shoes are really useful for speedrunning. So I want them as early as possible. I'm taking a lot of damage here, but that's because I need to kill myself actually in a little bit intentionally. So everything is according to plan. And this is where I get the bomb shoes. Now I can use the bomb shoe to hit that switch over there. So I won't have to do it when I get back here as adult later on. Okay, so I'm at half a heart of health now, that's perfect. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And this is gonna be really weird, but when I exit here, I get to this place, and now I can go talk to Zelda. First I have to get past the guards though. I'm gonna try to sneak past them as fast as I can. But guards are huge trolls. Sometimes they just won't let you pass. Okay, that was pretty fast though. I had to wait a little bit for the last ones there, but I was able to sneak past them. But I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, now Zelda is gonna talk a lot, unfortunately. This is a pretty long cutscene. And the reason I go here is because I want Zelda's lullaby. With like all the glitches and tricks in this game, there is no way to get magic without using Zelda's lullaby. So yeah, and I need magic to be able to fire light arrows at the end of the game. So I must have magic, and in order to get magic I must have lullaby. So there's unfortunately no way around this. But luckily, I can skip the cutscene after this though. When Zelda is done talking, I'm supposed to go see Impa, and she teaches me Zelda's Lullaby, and it plays a cutscene, and Impa talks a lot. But if I kill myself in a certain spot, the game actually gives me the lullaby without playing the cutscene, so that's why I'm at so low health there. Okay, so Zelda's gonna give us the letter now. We don't really need it, but we have it anyway now. And now I go here. Bang, there we go. So I now have Zelda's Lullaby, and I didn't have to see the cutscene. That's good. And I save the game, and I don't continue to get back to Link's house again. Because now, believe it or not, we're gonna go do Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. Even though that's the third dungeon, it's faster for me to do it now. And even though I'm not supposed to be able to, there are ways. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So there's another owl here. It doesn't talk a lot though, so. So now I'm gonna try to glitch my way out of this place and get to Zora's River. I need to be at an angle here. I think that should be good. Yes, that's good. Okay. And I have Zelda's Lullaby, so I can just play it here to get rid of the waterfall. Oops. Oh my goodness. Believe it or not, playing Zelda's Lullaby on the C-stick on a GameCube controller is difficult to do. For some people. For me it is. By the way, you could actually get through that waterfall without playing Zelda's Lullaby, and it would be a little bit faster, but it would waste a bomb shoe, and I do have a limited amount of bomb shoes, so I really like to not waste any if I can help it. I probably will waste some anyway by making mistakes. Okay, that should be good. Yeah. So I got through the wall there. And that allowed me to get past King Zora without getting Rudolph's letter and showing it to him. And now I need to go into Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. I don't have a fish to feed him, but luckily the loading zone to enter the dungeon extends a little bit outside of his mouth. So if I do a very precise jump, I can get in. Okay, that wasn't it. I messed it up a little bit there. There we go. First of all, here I need to hit a switch on the ceiling, and I'm gonna use a bomb shoe since I don't have the slingshot. Oh. I could have done that a bit quicker. I messed up a little bit. But this works too. And I could actually go straight to the boss from here without going into this part of the dungeon, but I need the boomerang. So, and in order to get the boomerang, I need Rudo. And that's the only reason we bother with any of this, actually. Talking to Rudo and carrying her around. But it is necessary to get the boomerang, so I will have to do it. Rudo is a really annoying character and she talks a lot. So I really hope someone will find a Rudo skip someday soon. Be really happy about that. Yeah, it's really hard to avoid these bubbles. They are everywhere and they bounce around randomly. Sometimes they are just in really awkward positions and you can't do a lot about it. Rudo is actually useful here. Whoops, I messed it up though. I'm gonna use her to hit that switch on the ceiling. So I won't have to use a bomb shoe that time. Okay, so here we can take our time. We have to wait for the moving platform to take us back up. So nothing to do here but wait. Rudo is freaking out. So this switch on the floor over here, I have to carry Rudo in order to push it down. Rudo was actually useful once again there. Maybe you didn't see it, but there was actually 4 enemies in this room. And I killed one of them by throwing Rudo at it. Oh my god, I can't open the chest. Okay, so now we don't need Rudo anymore. We can just leave her there. But clearly, Rudo is a witch because she magically reappears over here. And now, I need to do a glitch here to skip a big chunk of the dungeon. Whoops, I messed up there. It's okay, it wastes a bomb shoe, but I can try it again. This dungeon has been rough for me this time. It is sometimes. Okay, I got it that time. I used a bomb shoe to get a really long backflip, basically. And this right here is the most precise boomerang throw ever. I'm gonna actually try it again, because I think I was standing in a bad spot. Dang, that guy trolled me. Okay, we have to do it the legit way. It's okay, it doesn't waste that much time, but I'm a little bit sad about how rough this dungeon has been. But in a speedrun that is this long, like way over 2 hours, there is inevitably gonna be mistakes like this. There's like not a whole lot I can... I'm not good enough to play really well through all of this. Okay, so now try to beat the boss. And this boss fight is actually not super easy, even though it is an early boss. It is really easy to just to kill him, that's not the problem, but to kill him quickly is a different matter. I need to time some boomerang throws really well to pull this off. Ah, dang, I was just a little bit too late there with that one. Now I just have to hope that I hit him. It's basically random if the boomerang makes it through and hits him at this point. And he's really trolling me pretty hard right now. Okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna roll into him on purpose there. That makes him come up from the ground faster. Because he thinks he hit me with his lightning. Okay, so he's dead. It wasn't horrible, but it could have been quite a bit faster. But I did really poorly here in my personal best, so I'm probably not gonna lose any time compared to my current best time. Whoops. No, I even saved time. Actually, it was 30 seconds faster almost than it was in my currently best time. Unfortunately, I can't skip this cutscene, so there's no choice but to watch it. But it isn't super long anyway. Rudo is talking a little bit and then she's gonna give us the Zora Sapphire. Okay, so that is it for Child Link. We're not gonna do the Dongle's Cavern as Child. It's faster for me to do it as adult, so I'm gonna go become adult now. And even though I haven't beaten all the dungeons that I'm supposed to yet, there is a glitch I can do to get through the Door of Time and become adult early. So I'm gonna head over to the Temple of Time and do my best to pull that off. Playing with my shield as I walk. This is sort of a minefield here, trying to roll through this place without accidentally talking to any of the people. But okay. So let's see if I can skip through the Door of Time here. It can be finicky. Whoops, yeah, and there we go. That wasn't too bad. It could have been a bit faster, but that was still okay. Like I said, this is a really long run. I can't expect to do perfectly everywhere. Oh. Dang, there we go. I let go of my controller to hit the split on the timer. This was a bad move. So we're a little bit more than a minute ahead of my PB, which is good, I guess. I could have done Lord Jabu, I don't know, I guess a minute faster than I did, but I can't complain too much about being a minute ahead of time here, so. And there's plenty more time that I can save. But before we move on, I have to watch this cutscene. This is another long one, unfortunately. But after this, we shouldn't be interrupted by cutscenes for a while. There are a few cutscenes after this, but I'm supposed to be able to skip them, so unless I mess up. There shouldn't be any long cutscenes for quite a while after this one. This is it's a good thing that I got the Japanese text here. It's way faster than the English text. This cutscene is brutal on the English version of the game. Okay, so this guy is giving us the light medallion now, so we got one medallion and we got 2 stones. We need one more stone from the Dongus Cavern, and obviously we need to beat all the adult temples. I haven't beaten any of them yet. So the first temple I'm gonna go to now is actually Shadow Temple. It's supposed to be one of the last dungeons in the game, but I can get in there early, and the reason I want to do it this early is because I get the hover boots there, and the hover boots are super good, so I want them just as soon as I can get them. Basically, since I'm not supposed to have them in earlier temples, I can use them there too, sequence break them. And they also allow for some cool glitches. So yeah, that's why I'm going there so early. It also works out because I want to go to the cemetery anyway. Because, whoops, not paying attention to the text. Because I can get a shield there and I can get the hookshot there. So it works out pretty well. Since I did a glitch to skip through the Door of Time, the door is still there actually, and I can't get through it from this side, so I have to save the game and reset the console to get back out. Okay, so now we go to Shadow Temple. Oops, these movements are pretty damn sexy. So, first of all, I'm gonna get a shield here. This is a thing that you might not know if you don't speedrun this game. But there's actually always a shield down here that you can get for free. Unless you already have a shield. If you already have a shield, there's, I think, 5 rupees in that chest. But that's pretty neat because if you buy the shield, it's actually 80 rupees, I think, in the store. Okay, so now we chase after this guy to get the shot. Whoops, okay, he hit me there. That's okay. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. I can't learn the pattern of those fireballs or anything because they are randomly generated. So I just have to hope that he don't hit me. Sometimes you might be able to dodge them, but most of the time, like that time, there was really nothing I could do about it. It was just right in my face when I turned around the corner. But it's not a huge deal, it doesn't waste that much time. And the important thing is that I get through the entire maze there, so I get the hook shot. Now I can do a neat little trick to get back to the beginning of Dante's grave, actually. Whoops, I need spreading angle. There we go. Put in some stuff. And now I'm gonna try to get into the Shadow Temple early. Okay, this is a really cool looking trick actually. There we go. It's not very hard to pull off, just looks really flashy. It's actually harder just to walk up on this seam here. It looks kind of weird the way I do it, but I have to be really careful moving around up here, because I can actually get stuck. And if I do, it really sucks. If you get stuck here, well, if I get stuck here most of the time, whoops, I fall down trying to get loose. And I have to do the glitch and everything all over again. So my philosophy right there is better safe than sorry. But I made it into the Shadow Temple. Whoops, okay. Oh my goodness, must be getting a little bit tired. I forgot where to go for a second. But this is where I want to be. Now we have to beat this mini-boss here to get the hover boots. This guy is a little bit of a troll, I don't like him a lot. I was able to kill him in one cycle there though, that's good I guess. Could have been faster though. Like that was still pretty fast. Can get a heart there. I guess strictly speaking I don't really need it, but as I said before, better safe than sorry. It doesn't waste a lot of time just grabbing that heart. Now this thing here is complete randomness. I just got lucky though, that was good. This room I need to get a key. In order to get to the key I must collect all of these silver rupees. Trying to do that as quickly as I can. Not losing too much health in the spinning blades. And this is the biggest sequence break in this dungeon. I go through that wall there, and that skips almost the entire dungeon. It skips a lot of the dungeon. And I was able to do it really quickly, so that's cool. There's some enemies that's gonna spawn here on this boat. And I don't want to fight them and risk losing health. So what I can do is get up here on the very edge And if I stand here, like so, it makes it so they can't hit me. And yeah, they should just fall off the boat eventually. Like so. So that's really convenient. If you're at low health, you can fight them and hope that maybe they drop hearts, but they kind of rarely do. Chances are they will just hit you and you'll lose even more health. This is where I get the boss key. I'm supposed to burn these wooden walls with Din's fire, but I can use the enemy here to get through, like that. And grab the boss key. Then kill that guy, and now we just have to wait for those moving walls to come together, and that reloads the room. And allows me to get back out. I can just play around, waiting for that to happen. Okay. And now we go do the most difficult thing in this dungeon. To get over the void in this room. Hope I can pull it off. Whoops, okay, I messed it up, but I messed it up in a good way. But yeah, let's not mess it up again. Okay, I got it that time. So, that wasted a bomb shoe, which makes me a little bit sad, but it's okay. I do have some spare bomb shoes. That room right there is just knowing where to go. There are invisible platforms. I'm supposed to use the lens of truth to see where they are, but I know where they are anyway, so I can just move accordingly. And now we beat the boss. This is not really a difficult boss fight, but I don't know, I have a thing with this boss. I have a little bit of trouble here sometimes, but usually it's okay. Yeah, we got him there. That was pretty fast. Okay, some more tricky stuff incoming immediately. Well, it's not that tricky, but it's important that I get it. It's less tricky than, you know, important. If I miss it, I'll lose quite many times. What I'm gonna try to do is skip the cutscene of me getting the medallion for beating the dungeon. First, I'm gonna grab the heart there. It's gonna come in handy later. Then we use our friends, the bugs. Then we go over here, like so. That was very silly, I hit the wrong button. So, that's not the end of the run, we just have to watch the cutscene now. That was a silly mistake of me. This cutscene is not very long, so it's okay that I missed to skip it, but it will waste a bit of time. Unfortunately, hitting the wrong button also made me waste another bomb shoe. So I have wasted a total of 3 bomb shoes now in this run. That should be fine. But yeah, I wish I wouldn't have put it that way. Actually, since I didn't do very well in Shadow Temple in my PB, we're not wasting a whole lot of time here. We're still ahead of time. Yeah, that wasted very little time. Way less than it should have. So we're still over a minute ahead. Whoops, I got stuck on the thing. So now I'm gonna go to the Dongle's Cavern as Adult. And it's gonna be really easy for me to do it, since Adult Link can reach places Child Link cannot. I'm trying to aim with a hook shot, it's sometimes difficult for me. So I'm gonna go there and get the bombs now. Then I'm gonna leave a little bit and come back. So that's what's gonna happen right now. Just sneak right past that enemy there. And we will have to use another bomb shoe, unfortunately, to blow that wall up. Like this ledge over here. As Adult, I can just climb it. And that skips half the dungeon, just doing that. Okay, so now I shouldn't have to waste any more bomb shoes after that. And we're pretty close to getting the bombs now. I can just use bombs. Also in this room, Adult Link can just climb up here. As a child, you would have had to move a statue and climb a ladder. I'm not sure I'm liking this angle. No, I am not liking that angle. Let's turn around. There's a precise jump coming here. But I can do a little move there to make sure I got the right angle to make it. And shotting over to the chest is just a little bit faster than actually running there. Yeah, okay. So I'm bombing the eyes of the Dodongo there to open the path I need to take later to get to the boss. Having some really awkward movements going on in this run. But it's okay. So the reason I'm leaving and finishing the dungeon later is because when I do finish the dungeon, I intend to do another wrong warp to warp to a later part of the game. So I need to make sure that I'm done with all I need to do here before I... God damn it, before I leave. This jump is tricky, but holy shit, it shouldn't be that tricky. And yeah, there's a couple of things I need to do here before I can leave this part. I need to go up here to get magic and the Bolero of Fire. Okay. As long as it doesn't hit me all the way down, that's fine. So this is where I get magic from the obscene looking woman who lives in the fountain here. Let's look at her. Why Nintendo designed her that way is beyond me, but yeah. Okay, so she's done talking, now we can go down the crater of Death Mountain. I'm gonna pick up a fish in here, and also the Bolero of Fire. I'm gonna attempt to skip the cutscene of me getting the Bolero of Fire. It's important that I'm able to. It's a pretty long cutscene. It shouldn't be a problem though. So I don't need my bugs anymore, can just empty them out. And I'm also, as I'm grabbing the fish, I'm gonna do a glitch that gives me an extra bottle, believe it or not. I just overwrote my Decunuts. So instead of Decunuts, I now have another bottle. That's gonna come in real handy. So I'm gonna use a bomb to damage myself, because I need to die to skip the cutscene for the Bolero of Fire. By using the Ocarina like this, I can take several hits of damage from the same bomb, so I don't have to waste a lot of bombs. Oh my god, I don't know what I did in my PB. I thought I did pretty poorly there, but I saved 25 seconds. That was surprising, but a pleasant surprise. So I'm doing a glitch with the bombs there to get back to the entrance of the Dodongo's caving really quickly. And I'm saving and resetting again, and that is because of complicated stuff, but if I don't do that, the warp that I'm doing at the end of the dungeon will not work. It will actually soft lock the game if I forget to save and reset there. So it's important that I do. So, and for the warp I'll have to die, so I'll take a little bit of damage there. Oh, dang, I'm having issues there. There we go. That right there is a glitch that skips a portion of the dungeon where I push a block around, getting some more bombs there. And here is King Dodongo. This is by far the easiest boss in the game. And after that, it's gonna be the hardest wrong warp in the game. One of the hardest tricks. Well, not in the game, but in this run. So really easy stuff followed by pretty difficult stuff here. So I'm gonna damage myself down to half a heart here. And that's it. That's King Dodongo. He looks really intimidating, but he's really, really easy to beat. But yeah, okay, so now I need to focus a little bit because this right here is tricky. I'm gonna attempt to warp from here to the Gerudo training ground. And the Gerudo training ground is close to Spirit Temple, so I can go beat Spirit Temple after that. Oops. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. It could have been better, but that was okay. Yeah, so that brings me over to this place, and that guard just saw me and threw me in jail, which is exactly what I wanted. Because from this jail cell I can make it to the desert. There's a big gate in the way, but from here I can skip it. And doing all of this skips getting the Gerudo card. When I'm pausing like this, it's because I'm looking for specific frames to do stuff. Some of the things I do in this run is pretty precise. And let's go over here, like so. And that skips getting the Gerudo card, and now I can get into the desert like this. Now we have to navigate through the desert. It's really difficult to see. And I have to follow these flags here at the beginning. If I don't, I get voided out and I have to start over from the beginning. But I know sort of where they are, so it's not that bad. But the second part of this desert place though is more difficult because there's no flags. I'm supposed to have the lens of truth to follow this invisible ghost around that shows me the way. But I don't want to waste time getting the lens of truth, so I have to remember exactly where to go. And if I don't move in a very specific way, I void out and I have to do the entire desert place all over. And yeah, that right there was the most scary part. It's really easy to mess up there and lose a minute. But yeah, okay, we should be fine now. Yeah, these enemies are trolls. But now coming up is arguably the most difficult thing in this game. In this run. I keep saying in this game. But in this particular run that I'm doing. Gonna attempt to hover in the air on the outside of this temple to skip going through a big part of it. And it's basically like a whole bunch of different glitches all put into this one horrible thing right here. And it's tricky. And it's also really important, so I hope I can pull it off. First of all, I need this bird guy to come try to get me here, because I need to activate a glitch up to it. Oh. I actually got it, but then he trolled me a little bit. But it's okay. I also need to kill him, or he's gonna mess me up later. So if he flies away, that's bad. He's trolling me really hard right now. There we go. He might actually... Let's see. That bird guy might knock me out of the air as I'm hovering. Oh dang. I just... That's not the end of the world, but I forgot to equip my hover boots. Okay, that's still... It's not horrible. I can just try that. I pushed the wrong button again. Holy shit, I just... Oh my god. This is a train wreck at this point. Okay, so remember to put on the hover boots this time. Look for the bird. He's coming after me. Okay. I should be high enough now. I would really like to kill the bird before doing the next part, so I hope he's coming for me here. I think he is. Yeah, he is. Okay, cool. Because this next part here is scary. Come on, Link. Okay. Please. There we go. Okay, we made it up here. we're wasting a lot of time because that was horrible, but still, we made it, and it's cool. But I need to do more stuff though, so it's not over yet. Okay, now we can breathe out. We lost almost a minute there, but I could have lost 4 minutes. That, like, even though that was super slow, that was still faster than going through the inside of the temple. By a lot, like it was way faster. So this guy's gonna drop some hearts that I want. And I would really like for these guys to drop some bombs. Okay, they did. That was really good. Nice. So they actually gave me 2 bomb drops there, which is more than plenty. This room is actually really fucking annoying. Let's see if I can make it. Yeah, okay, that was good. I know that doesn't look very hard, but for me it is. And I get the boss key here. It is possible to skip the boss key, but it saves barely any time at all, and it's pretty damn difficult, and it wastes bombs. So I'm just getting it. Oh no. That was silly. Please let me get the thing. Why can I... There we go. I have to be on fire from the enemy to get through the fire around the chest, so... But yeah, that was a train wreck. Now some more difficult shit is gonna go down here. Okay, that was good. Okay, that was good too. And I gotta damage myself a little bit. Okay. Because once again, I want to try to skip a cutscene, and that requires me to die. Okay, this is scary as hell, because this enemy here is really powerful, and obviously I am at very low health, so she can kill me very easily, and I have to hit her 10 times without being hit once. It's not difficult, but it's scary, and sometimes I get nervous and that makes me mess up. Okay, but I got it that time though. If I get into a good position there, really close to her, she can't hit me. There is a risk though that my sword stab will just bounce off the armor, and that would move me out of position and she would hit me like instantly and kill me, so it's still scary. If I time the stabs well, like that won't happen, but it's an easy mistake to make. Okay, so now maybe the trolliest boss in the game. A lot of luck involved with doing this fight well. These guys fly around randomly, and sometimes they just don't want to let you hit them. So here's hoping they are good. I think my PB had a really good fight here, so... And I've been doing poorly here, so we're gonna lose time here for sure. But I could save 5 minutes in the next temple, so... As long as I don't die and I just get the cutscene skip and stuff, it should be okay. But yeah, like when they decide to shoot and where they fly around in the room, it's so random. And sometimes they are really good, like they were in my last run of this. And sometimes they are fucking assholes and it takes a long time to kill them. I can use the hookshot like that to make them sort of stay in place, but that's only useful to an extent. Yeah, so not like now, I hope I can get lucky. No, okay. So there, I just couldn't hit that one because she wasn't... Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh no, she's leaving. Dang. Dang. Yeah, so they are trolling me, unfortunately, pretty hard right now. Oh no, she just left. Dang. Yeah, as you can see, this is costing me a lot of time. Okay, I got that one though, that was clutch. Yeah, so we're losing time here for sure. And now they go into the second phase of the fight. This one is not random though, so no luck involved there, so as long as I don't mess up, like, this part of the fight is entirely up to me. So I want her to hit my shield 3 times, and then ideally I will be able to kill her before she starts flying again. If I don't, that's a big problem. Because after that point the fight would be random. But I got her there though, so cool. So now there's a little bit of a cutscene when the ladies argue with each other about how old they are or whatever. If you listen carefully, it sounds like they are saying my anus, my anus, my anus. And as soon as this cutscene is done, I'm gonna attempt to skip the cutscene. I have been known to mess this one up, but I will do my best. So I need the fish. And then we go over here. I don't know about that. Well, actually, that should be good enough. Okay, I got it. And I lost very little time. I thought it would be way worse. Okay, so next temple is Fire Temple. I forgot to grab hearts here, but that's okay. If I get lucky, I can get hearts from a rock here. If not, I can do a glitch to replenish my health. Yeah, no hearts there. I'm not gonna waste more time looking for more. Fire Temple is arguably, according to a lot of people at least, the trickiest dungeon to speedrun in this category. And I messed up bad in my PB, so I can save over 5 minutes here if it goes well. I hope I didn't do something. Okay. So that was a glitch that restored my health. And I need a lot of health throughout this temple. That is what makes some of the stuff here difficult. Since I skipped getting the Goron tunic, some of the rooms here are heated, and if you don't wear a Goron tunic, you get a timer that dictates how long you can stay in the room. And that timer, how much time you get, is based on how much health you have when you enter the room. So if I have full health, I get 48 seconds in a room. This is particularly important for the boss fight, because I need enough time to kill the boss and do a wrong warp after. So to make sure nothing, well, it's still gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna grab a fairy here. And also some bombs. And that's gonna make it a bit easier, but it's still not easy. And there's also a little bit of luck involved with the boss. Whatever happens, I should be able to still pull it off, but yeah, it's tricky. I wasn't able to do it in my PB, that's why I lost 5 minutes. So I'm just going in here to grab a key. I really want to avoid accidentally talking to the Gorons, because they talk a lot, so it wastes kind of quite a lot of time if I accidentally talk to them. We need one more key before we can leave this room. And it's on the opposite side here. Blowing this wall up here. That guy unfortunately decided to troll me, but he dropped a heart, so no harm done. So now I have all the keys I need to beat the temple. Whoops, this fat ass is in my way. Okay, so I need to make it through and leave this room before the timer goes out. If I don't, it's really, really bad. I should have plenty of time. I should have like 8 seconds more than I need. But yeah, it's really easy to do a bomb move here. Yeah, I had 8 seconds to spare, so... Oops, that's what I meant to do. And here I'm gonna do some funky stuff. I'm not sure about this anymore. I hope it works. Sometimes this glitch, like for me, it seems like it randomly doesn't work. But that was good though. And I lied about not needing any more keys. I knew that. If everything goes according to plan, I shouldn't need the boss key though. And I tend to skip using the boss key in this temple. There's a fire maze in this room, but I can get through that just by timing a roll from a correct position here. Like so. The bats are out to get me. I'm gonna grab a heart and some more bombs here. There's a mini boss here I need to fight. Fun fact about this mini boss is that the Master Sword for some reason is more powerful than the Big Goron Sword against this particular enemy. That is really weird, and I don't know why that is, but it is a fact. So if you had the Big Goron Sword, it would make sense for you to unequip it and use the Master Sword for this particular enemy to do it quickly. I'm using a bomb to hit that switch, because I can actually climb this thing during the cutscene. I can't walk like on the ground while the cutscene plays, but for some reason the game allows me to climb the wall. Okay, so it's really close to hammer time. Up there is the hammer, and I need the hammer to beat the boss. Saved a bit of time somehow. Okay, that guy, I hope he's gonna leave us alone. I'm trying to get in position here to skip the boss key. So let's see. Okay, good. So that right there is a boss key skip. I could just fall straight to where the boss is without getting the boss key or entering the normal way. But now this is the tricky part of the dungeon. I need to beat this boss and I need to do a wrong warp. And yeah. If it goes well, I can save a lot of time. If not, I will be very sad. Gonna use some bombs here to kill the boss as quickly as possible. And now this part is important. I need to do a spin attack. If I can, like one of those, and hit the boss while it's in the air. If not, I'm completely fucked. But I did it there though, so we should be fine now. The timer should run out soon and kill me, but I have a fairy, so it's gonna be okay. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Cool. But now I still need to do the long warp thing. And if the warp is successful, it should take me from here to the forest temple. Okay, so I think this is gonna work, and we should save about 5 minutes here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Doing a safety save there. So now we do Forest Temple. There's some scary shit going on in here too, so... It's definitely way too early to start celebrating, even though I'm close to 7 minutes ahead. Now we get to see the pose here, stealing the flames. Normally you're supposed to find all of these guys and kill them. I'm gonna skip all of that though. I could actually go straight to the boss right now, but I do need the bow, so I can't do that. Whoops. I have very low health, so I would have liked to get that fairy. Okay, there we go. Ah. These guys are being overly aggressive. It's lucky that I grabbed that health though. Okay, so we got the key. No! I hope this doesn't mean it's run over. Well, like in a way it actually does. That wasted a lot of time. That almost never happens to me. That is a very rare thing. That makes me quite a bit sad. That is a very rare mistake for me, and it just wasted, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. I shouldn't say anything about how much it wasted. Well, actually, I don't remember what I did in my PB here. I guess we'll see how much time it wasted. But it doesn't mean the run is over, but it certainly sucks a lot. Please. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to dwell too much on that, but yeah, it made me a little bit sad, I'll have to say. I had a bad angle when I clipped. I shouldn't have gone for it. That's a perfect example of what happens when you try to save half a second and end up losing 3 minutes. At least those guys went faster than last time. I didn't bother trying to go for health this time, because at this point, if I die, it's over anyway. Okay, so let's be a little bit more careful this time. Now I'm being overly careful, but yeah, that definitely should be good enough. Yeah. That's what I wanted to do first time around. Oops. Okay. This is not good, I think. No. Basically, I started choking really hard after that nice time save. Am I gonna lose even more time than I thought I would? I don't know, let's just stay calm and see what happens. This right here is tricky. Got it though. Oops. But I said 3 minutes, and that seems to be about right. Please die. There we go. Grabbing hearts to be safe, even though I actually want to be at very low health after this fight. Unfortunately, I got an extra heart from that enemy when he died. That was a bit unlucky, but yeah. Yeah, slightly less than 3 minutes lost. Too bad, but yeah, what you gonna do? So, attempting another boss key skip here. I got it, good. So now, Phantom Ganon, and obviously I'm at very low health, so I can't afford to be hit even once. Whoops. There we go. Okay, now, in my opinion, this is the hardest cutscene skip in the run, incoming. So, if I fail it, it wastes a lot of time. Beating this dungeon is the longest cutscene in the game for beating a dungeon, so it's really important that I get the cutscene skip. And I am notoriously bad at it. But I'm gonna do my best and we'll see how it goes. Oops. Come on. There we go. One more, I think. Okay, one more. Okay. Okay, that should work. That was really slow, but it should work. That's the important thing. I played it safe and paused way more than I should have, to make sure. Yeah. Got it. So now we go do Water Temple. If Water Temple goes well, it can be really fast, but I need to skip getting the boss key there, and it is difficult if you don't have bomb shoes, and unfortunately I wasted all my spare bomb shoes in this run being stupid. And the reason I leave this way is because if I would have exited through like the main entrance to Forest Temple, I would have had to watch a cutscene. Sheik would have come and tried to teach me the Minuet of Forest. You might recall I did this as a child. It's way more difficult as adult, yeah. There is a backup strat though. Yeah, I'm just doing the backup. Doesn't matter that much. We use Navi. There we go. Okay, gonna try to skip through the waterfall here. And here we have to do some funky stuff to get over to Lake Hylia. Dang, okay. I messed up a little bit, but not a big deal. There are backup strats. I hope this works. Okay. Oh, okay. Dang. Focus here. Silliness. There we go. Okay, I need to have a lot of bombs for Water Temple, so I just have to hope that I get lucky and I get some bombs from the bushes here. And I got 0 there, which is really unlucky. I got one, but I need way more. Yes, still. Dang, okay. So I have to go into this house, exit it again to get the bushes to be back. This is a really annoying part of the run, since it's all randomness and I can't really do anything about it. I just have to hope. And I'm being very unlucky right now, and it wastes a lot of time. Okay, I got one there. I need one more. Okay, I got one more there. Cool. So now we can head into Water Temple, and this is how that is done without iron boots. Oh no! Silly. This is not going very well. Okay. So now I'm out of bounds in some invisible water, and I can sort of swim out of bounds to the entrance of the water temple. I'm really sad about that being so slow though, but yeah, it is what it is. I just hope I can do okay inside of the water temple. It's gonna be difficult without bomb shoes. I'm used to having at least 1 or 2 bomb shoes when I get there. So there's a real possibility that I run out of bombs in here, failing. So I have to save so that I can reset the game in case I fail and get my bombs back. One more frame. Please. It lags so much in here, it's difficult to buffer. There we go. I'm grabbing a ferry for fire trial in Ganon's castle. Please. Come on. There we go. That was bad. That was better. Still bad. Really fucking bad. Yeah, one more hover, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I'll just have to pray that this works. I sort of think that it won't. Oh, it did actually, okay. So that went well. I just learned that thing I just did there, so I'm not very good at being able to tell if it's gonna work or not. I really thought that wasn't good enough, but I guess it's more lenient than I thought it was. Okay, cool. So we made it through the boss door. Now all we need to do is kill the boss here. Everything should be cool. I just hope the boss can give me a break and not troll me. Dang, I was standing too close to it. That obviously wasn't what I wanted. It's not the end of the world, I can just grab it again, but ideally the boss would have been dead by now. But okay, let's just not repeat the same mistake and stand too close. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Still looks like we're gonna save maybe a little bit of time, I don't know. Maybe not actually. I'm not sure. I did poorly here, I know, in my PB, but oh yeah, I just remembered I did really fucking poorly this time too, entering the temple. So I should be losing time, but it doesn't look like I am. I actually saved a minute. What did I do in my PB? Well, cool, I guess. And now we reached pretty much the end of the run. There's this cutscene, then I'm really quickly gonna get the fire arrows, and then there's a really long cutscene. And then there's just Ganon's castle left. I am really bad at Ganon's castle though, so we might have problems there. This cutscene, it is possible to skip it, but if you want the water to come back to Lake Hylia, you have to watch it. And since I need the fire arrows for Ganon's castle, it's really convenient for me that the water is back, because I can just swim over and get them. So that's why I'm watching the cutscene. It's not only convenient, it's like, it's way faster. I guess you could probably theoretically hover over there, but that would waste a lot of time and a lot of bombs, and it would be difficult. Just missed the sun first time there. That happens. It's okay. And there we have the fire arrows. Oops. Please. Okay, so I reset the console to get back to Temple of Time, and since I have the appropriate medallions, this time when I enter Temple of Time, I'm gonna get the light arrows, so I can use them to beat the trials and to kill Ganondorf. And this is the longest cutscene in the game. It is sort of nice to have it after, like at the end of a long run like this. Like I've been playing for over 2 hours right now, and having this cutscene here allows me to go to the bathroom and get a drink or a snack or whatever. I don't feel the need to do any of that right now though, but sometimes you do, and it's nice to have it here. This cutscene is in shorter categories too, and it's way more annoying there. Here it's sort of nice with it. So yeah, all we have left is Ganon's castle, and unfortunately Ganon's castle is the part of the speedrun that I'm the least comfortable with. It's the thing that I'm the least experienced with. So there might be some mistakes there. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but I've been known to mess up there. And then of course we need to beat Ganondorf and then Ganon, and both of those can be tricky. There are also some pretty damn powerful enemies guarding Ganondorf on the way over to him. There's some guys that could very easily kill me and make me lose a lot of time. So even though I'm close to 6 minutes ahead of my PB, this is far from over. I could lose all of that time. Okay, so we have the light arrows, and we are nearing the end of the cutscene. Zelda is gonna transform into a pink rupee, and Ganon is gonna laugh a little bit at us, talk a little bit, but then it's over, and we get to play the game again. Ha 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 ha. Okay, here we go. So we'll get the bridge of light so we can enter. So we start by doing forest trial. I have to do some aiming with the bow here, and I'm bad at aiming. I'll do my best. Fortunately, it's pretty lenient how you hit the torches. Oh, I said as I actually missed one. And here we have to hover around collecting silver rupees. Dang, that was a mistake right there. I have to be aware of that thing right there now. By that thing right there I mean the BMOs. I escaped his wrath though. This is gonna be real fucking close. Okay, I just barely made the cycle. Okay, so that went okay. Next is water trial. And I'm gonna dump my fish. The fish has been really helpful in this run, helping me warp and skip cutscenes, but I don't need it anymore. And I do need the bottle to be empty so I can put blue fire in it. So the fish just has to go here. Then we need to kill 2 freezards. That's 1. That's 2. And in this next room there is a block puzzle. You're supposed to push these giant ice blocks around. I can skip it by doing a very precise jump. So I hope I can pull that off. It can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Come on, climb Link. Okay, I got it. And then I can just hit that switch through the ice, so I don't have to melt it. Whoops. Do I get arrows here? No, I don't. There we go. Okay, so the next trial is Shadow Trial. That's where I get the golden gauntlets. And I do need the golden gauntlets in order to beat Fire Trial. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at Shadow Trial. I hope I don't mess up too bad this time. So I need that, and I need those. Some more aiming with the bow is going on in here. Just being really careful, make sure that I hit. This one is hard to hit. Got it though. And this is a scary part. I need to hurry. Yeah, I just barely made it. That's usually what happens. Okay, but I got the golden gauntlets here. And now over here. And there are invisible platforms that I need to hit. I made it though. I think I will get arrows in this one. Yes. And for the next trial I will need bombs. Light arrows. Okay, so that went alright, I guess. The next trial is the hardest one. Fire trial. I have limited amount of time, but I do have a fairy. It is very likely I rarely make it through there without having to use the fairy. So if I do, that's just bonus, but the big problem is there's a super slide and a very precise jump slash that I need to pull off at the end of it. And that's the real problem. Being very careful here. But as you see, I just have to collect all of these silver rupees before the timer runs out. And I do have a fairy, so I have plenty of extra time if I need it, which I likely will. I have to kill that guy. Okay, I have a shot at making it without the fairy here. Okay, I did. That was really good. That sort of surprised me. I wasn't expecting to get that. Okay, so that's really good because that means I have an extra fairy now, which gives me a bit of room to mess up. If something kills me later on, like the boss for instance, I get a second chance. So the next of the trials are really easy. The next one is annoying, but it's not hard. So I need that and those. The annoying part of this trial is the camera, believe it or not. It's really hard to see where you're going because the camera is really weird and you can't really change it to make it good. Just sort of have to deal with it. But there's nothing at all difficult going on in here, no glitches or anything. First I have to kill the invisible enemies. That gives me a key right here. And in this room, this is the most stupid room ever. All I need to do is play Zelda's Lullaby, and that's it. Like, you see the camera. Camera is fucking amazing here. And this room, the camera is a big problem. Made it though. Okay. Okay, so now there's only one trial left, and that is Spirit Trial. And for those of you who watched the entire run, you may recall that I did that as a child when I went here to get my bomb shoes. I did almost the whole Spirit Trial, so that one is gonna be real quick. And I do believe that I'll save some time here. This hasn't been amazing by any means, but I usually do so poorly here that this is probably better than I did in my PvP. Oops. So I need a fire arrow here. And I'll equip that for later. And I can get some magic. Yeah, oh, I saved more time than I thought I would. Cool. Okay, so we're done with all of that. Now all that's left is kill Ganondorf, kill Ganon. And we're home. But yeah, there's stuff that can go horribly wrong here. There's especially a part right after killing Ganondorf that involves quite a bit of luck. Or I should say, if I get unlucky, I can lose a bit of time there. Quite a bit of time there, so I really hope I don't get trolled. But I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. Right now we need to actually make it there, so let's focus on that. First we kill these guys. Die! That guy was hard to kill. Also, I couldn't quick spin, which was bad, but yeah. So more of these skeleton guys. That went fairly well though. So we have the boss key. This guy can kill me with one hit, but I do have a fairy, so it should be alright. Yeah, there we go. You can actually kill both of those guys at once. I just haven't bothered learning that. I should probably learn that. Save a bit of time. Okay, so this is Ganondorf. He can be a little bit of a troll sometimes. I hope I'm able to kill him reasonably quickly this time. First, he's gonna talk to us a little bit, try to scare us. I used to be fairly good at this fight, but I've been doing another category for a while that uses different strats than this one. And I'm afraid I might have lost the feel for the timing a little bit. I hope that isn't the case, but yeah. Oh, that was really good. Okay. So the thing I was talking about at the end that is very luck-based is what's coming up next. The tower, Ganon's tower, is gonna collapse, and you're supposed to follow Zelda down through a series of rooms to escape the tower collapsing. But there's a glitch you can do to skip all of that, just fall all the way through. And it's not particularly difficult to do, but there are falling a lot of rocks here, and the rocks are randomly generated. And sometimes the rocks can just fall on your head as you're trying to do the glitch and troll you like no tomorrow. So here's hoping that won't happen this time, but yeah. So Zelda is basically telling us to follow her down the tower quickly. Okay, so yeah, I just got trolled once there. Let's hope that's all there is gonna be. But I got hit by a rock there, and it made me lose the position I need to do this. I'm gonna get trolled again. Yeah, okay, so I'm being very unlucky here. Please give me a break, rocks. Yeah. And it's happening again. No, okay, I made it. Holy shit, that was close. I thought I was gonna be trolled again there, but I actually managed to make it through. Oh, but I did mess that up though. This should work. Please work, okay. I'm at very low health, but as you recall, I do have a fairy, so even if Ganon gets me here, I should be able to pull it off. We're losing time here, by the way. That was really rough. I got very unlucky, and I also messed up a bit. But it's still PB by a lot. I might lose, I don't know, a minute, but not more. Probably less. It depends on how the fight goes, I guess. But I think all of this went really well in my PB, I seem to recall. I think I got the tower collapse skip without any problems at all, and I think I had a really good Ganon fight, so... we're probably looking at something like a minute time loss. maybe a bit less. So yeah, all we need to do now is kill Ganon. And it shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to do it without him hitting me, and if he hits me I still have a fairy, so everything should be alright. Ganon takes away my Master Sword there, but that's okay. There are stuff I can do that allows me to kill him quickly anyway. There we go. So that's the first phase of the fight. Dang it, messed up a little bit there. I'm sort of at a weird angle. I still got him though. Well, the fight could have been better. But we still got him. I am losing a bit of time, but that was to be expected. I thought as much. It's gonna be less than a minute. Okay, so 234. I could get sub 230, but for now I'm happy that I got PB. I'll try again, and I can beat this by several minutes, so I'll do that later. But I'm happy right now for this. It's cool that I got PB.